Richard T. Crowe is the founder of the Chicago Supernatural Ghost Tours. We sat down with him to talk about the tours and also about the supernatural world of ghost hunting.
Well, the interest goes way back to my childhood. It's just something that a lot of kids have an interest in when it comes to strange mysteries, ghosts, unusual tales, and then when it happens in your own neighborhood, in your own area where you grew up, it takes on a whole new importance to me. I mean, as a boy, I couldn't afford to go to Loch Ness or the pyramids of Egypt or some of the more exotic places around the world, so I just began to look around Chicago, and that's how I got going. I usually try to diffuse that right away and say this is not a Freddy Krueger movie, but what this really is taking people to authentic locations where ordinary people have had experiences, and I give you the background. I call myself the Alfred Hitchcock of storytelling, in that I merely present all the facts and let people make up their own mind. And I bring them to unique places where they can get their digital cameras out, maybe photograph orbs or whatever, but they are going to be at authentic places and learn the story behind these different sites. My house I bought from a man named Don LaRoche, who has 6 of the original House of Pancakes restaurants around Chicago. And as he got successful, his wife wanted to move out to a larger and more expensive neighborhood, I suppose you could say. So I bought his house. But they didn't tell me when I was moving in that the place was supposedly haunted. And I found out later from neighbors. But first, I had experiences there. And I have a garage that's built into the house. And so when I walk in from the garage into the den, opening the door from the garage into the den, on numerous occasions, I've heard voices of people. It's just like people in conversation. The only thing is, you can't make out the specific words. They sound like they're almost sitting around playing cards or something. It's a pleasant conversational tone. There's nothing threatening about that, but they're ghostly voices, and they last for maybe about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and then they're gone. Here in Chinatown, for instance, this is a Bagua. Now, a Bagua is a 8-sided framed little wooden item here with a mirror in the center. And 8 is a magic number with the Chinese because it means prosperity. And there are 3 colors, green, red, and gold. Those are the special colors in feng shui. Green's for grass, foliage for life, red's for blood, vitality for health, and gold is for the precious commodity of gold bars, gold coins, whatever. And so it takes in those magic numbers, the 8, the 3, and the mirror acts like, in a vampire movie, any evil sees itself in the mirror, takes off running like Bela Lugosi in a vampire movie from back in the 1930s and 40s. And you'll find these hanging around Chinatown. If you look very, very closely and you see in a corner of a window, you might see one of these facing out. In other words, anybody that walks up to that house that's evil, whether it be ghost, vampire, werewolf, IRS agent, INS agent, or your unwanted brother-in-law, would see that and would be compelled to turn around and go away.